Well, YouTubers, I know I've been noticeably absent in the last couple of weeks. I went riding a couple of weekends ago, almost 3 now, and really started doing some thinking and soul searching. What I found out in a lot of these videos and a lot of comments and a lot of friends and guys who own these units is a lot of guys are not necessarily real mechanically inclined. They love their machines, but God didn't give them the gift of being mechanical. They're smart in other ways, but some of it is a real challenge to them. And so I started thinking, maybe it's time that I move forward with a passion I've had for years. Over the last 2 weeks, sidebyside-parts.net has been purchased and born. I will post when it's up and running. I found that here's what guys want. You spend $30,000 on a ride. You don't want to put something cheap on it. And so some of the things that I've been looking to put on my ride are just too cheap. Flashy lights, cheap. Turn signal sets, horrible, ugly, right? I mean, and then most of them, you have to be a mechanical engineer to figure out how to wire them into your unit. The instructions are poor. And so I said, you know what, it's time. I've made a lot of phone calls, had a lot of conversations with Malaysia, China, Indonesia, you name it. I had a lot of late nights and days here over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I quit my job a few months ago. I was just worn out, tired after 39 years in the same industry, and was looking for the next thing to do with my life, and kicking back and enjoying it and creating these videos. So what I've developed are kits, high quality, pre-wired, ready to go kits for turn signals and for cool flashlights, night rider type lights on your unit. These are going to be wired up with automotive TXL wiring, high quality connectors, not the cheesy cheap crimp connectors. These are going to have as easy to do it yourself kits that are fully wired with video instructions how to install them, and then several layers of kits. So let's go take a look at what we're going to start with. And so the first kit's going to start with using these front turn signals here and utilizing what I've done with the back turn signals. As you all noticed, these are the new bulbs for DIYs and do-it-yourself. And so these are going to be a starting point. This is going to be an optional kit for your lit side markers. I think you're only required to have 1 set of lit side markers for there, and I think they need to be in the rear. Those are going to be plug and play as can be. Very simple instructions, video instructions how to install that as a separate kit. If you just want the turn signal kit, that's going to be sold that way with the round circle fronts. The second kit up is going to have the option to actually purchase the rear lights with the lights built into them. And then these right here, these are very bright, if you can see right here. I have searched high and low for the right looking unit. I really like these. I think they stand out enough. They are rubberized. They are as indestructible as you can get. They just, when you hit something, notice that stays away. That's going to be 2. But 3 is going to be, stage 3 is going to be, you'll buy a kit with the full backlight bulb units that are so easy to install with step-by-step instructions on how to remove the old ones and put the new ones in. They're so quick to do. But here's the neat thing. These are going to have an amber turn signal bulb in them. So no more other bulbs and what have you. You have the option to buy these from the factory. These are from me. These are going to have the factory mounts with a very similar unit like this, only much better looking here, that all they will be is a simple, you take 1 screw off, give a brand new, this is going to be factory part here, and it will be, screw it back in and use a specially high quality clip on there. If I didn't say it before, every kit It's going to be pre-wired with easy done with TXL wire, high quality TXL wiring, so you don't have to worry about quality or heat, and high quality connectors. And these harnesses are going to be perfect DIYs, all the way to the wiring and everything with videos and color-coded wiring. But here's the kicker here that really it's taken me forever to find, and I think I've got them sourced. Take a look right there. This, my friends, is, I think, a very nice high quality turn signal unit. These are my wires for my buttons up there, of course, they're in the way. And so that is a very clean looking unit that has a horn on the end. It's high quality, up high and low, being left and right, horn, and I'm pretty sure if I do this right, I haven't wired this yet, but you flip back on it, you could have emergency flashers if you want to. You don't need to, you want to. But look at the quality of that unit. I've had to do some serious modifications as far as products to get it to fit the steering stalk of a Maverick X3. I've had to do a tiny modification of this unit. You just pop these 4 screws out, cut a little notch in there for the top screw in this thing. Doesn't hurt it at all. This is a sealed waterproof unit. This is just a housing case for it. And then I had to put a little bit of a spacer in there, 2 little washers, because you take this unit off when you put it on. It's so simple to do. I'll have step-by-step video instructions on it. But folks, I think that's a quality looking unit. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, from your driving standpoint, and it's got a rubber sleeve that I've had to develop for it so that if you hit it hard, it'll bend down on you, but you can pull it right back up again, and it's a very easy done turn signal. And I've had to do that way because if I bolted those on, I'm so afraid we're going to break or snap something. Plus, I couldn't find a source to create the difference in those stalks. So I'm working on that right now as we speak, but those are going to be high quality. These harnesses are going to be all color coded. Everything will be plug and play into the wiring harnesses into the rest of the system, and everything will be named and again videoed for you guys to do it yourself and save money. And so these kits are going to start at $199, and that includes the high quality stock unit. You see what you get for $199, right? $299 and $399 is where I'm looking to float them. I'll know when all the parts get in. I get this stuff into my QuickBooks and figure out what it costs me to build each wiring harness. So I've still got some things. Here's what I need from you folks. By the way, that one is meant to be a turn signal. I've just got it on, wired in right now to show you the brightness of it. Again, that's got a nice bright look to it. So here's what I need from you folks. I sure need for you to share this. I sure need for you guys to comment on it, whether you would buy these units or not. I'm going to invest a whole lot of money here in the near future, and I really need to hear from you X3 owners. Would you buy it? Would you share this, please, with your buddies and friends out there who ride, especially you California people? Can you share this? And you Tennessee people who get to ride on the streets, and I think there's some Kentucky people and I don't know, West Virginia people that get to ride on the streets. Let me know if you'd buy these units and if you think those are fair prices. I've got to make a living. I tell you, I'm going to lose my shirt for the first 6 months until I recoup some of my initial costs on these deals. So I really am trying to keep these on the QT. What else is to come on SideBySideParts.net? Several other products as well. I'm also going to have an optional horn kit as well with these, a nice horn too, that if you don't want a horn, fine, it's up to you, but these are still going to be built into the higher end kits but optional on the low end kits. But what I also have done, you've heard me talk about what I was trying to do with the LED Night Rider lights. So I am developing, and you can't find them in the US, a double row high quality flashing unit that is the best I've seen out there. I have not seen them in the United States. I have not seen them for sale over here. because they're higher quality than most of these guys want to sell. These units are going to have a pre-mounting bracket with 3M adhesive tape that just tapes right to the bottom of the units. So if anything bad happened, you could probably salvage them and reuse them. They'll have full wiring harnesses to wire into an X3. I'll probably create a wiring harness to wire into a Razor as well for you guys, with 2 options of buttons to use on these things. Plus they do come with remotes. I'm developing and I should have these ready for sale in the next couple of weeks. I'm developing a bar that comes up and across here that's 22 inches, that's good quality, that matches the back, that stays out of the way of your units you put on here, and literally is a double row flashing unit as well. These are going to come red and blue, just like the cops use. They're pretty awesome looking. I can't wait to show you all in the dark what these things look like when they come in. I expect them in within the next week. I have everything ready to mock them up and put them on the units, and I will show you a bit. Let me know, would you buy these possibly once you see them? I know you need to see them, but would you spend 99 to 150, let's say 100 to 150 bucks for good looking quality units that are unbelievable in flash, and they are high quality? You'll see when they come in. Anyway, let me know that too as well. Guys, gals, thanks so much. I appreciate your help. And please like this, share this, give me feedback. I really am going to be investing a whole lot of money, tens of thousands into this deal. Let me know. Thanks again.